From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Karim Zimik, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give you a glimpse of our country's diversity. The pandemic times have brought forth several acts of kindness and proof that India stands united in all its fights and difficulties. In many cities, authorities and locals have stepped up to offer auto ambulance services to help COVID patients in case of emergencies.
With the rising cases of the COVID-19 variant in the country, ensuring regular and timely supply of oxygen and medicines was a big challenge for the authorities. To help the authorities in delivering oxygen and provide ambulance service to those in need, auto ambulances in different cities of India have come up to the rescue. In northeast city of Guwahati, the Lions Club of Guwahati, which is a 52-year-old NGO, has started pre-COVID auto ambulance service to help COVID-19 patients in case of emergencies.
तो ये हम लोगों ने फ्री ऑटो एम्बुलेंस लॉन्च किया है। 2 ऐसे एम्बुलेंस हम लोगों ने लॉन्च किए हैं एंड 12 तारीख को ये लॉन्च हुआ था और अभी तक मोटा मोटी हम लोगों ने 70-80 लोगों को सेवा दे दिया है। ये हमारे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है कि लायंस क्लब ऑफ गुवाहाटी को ये ऊपर वाले का आदेश है कि आप लोग ये तरह का सेवा करके आएँ और हम लोग करके जा रहे हैं, निरंतर करते रहेंगे और दरकार पड़ी तो हम लोग ऐसे और एम्बुलेंस बढ़ा देंगे गुवाहाटी में।
These auto ambulances are equipped with oxygen cylinders, masks and sanitizers to ensure that COVID patients with symptoms and low oxygen levels can reach the hospital on time with necessary oxygen support available in the auto rickshaw during the transit. The drivers of these auto ambulances are equipped with all kind of safety measures like PPE kit, masks and gloves. In cities like New Delhi and Kalaburgi, these auto ambulance services have been started by local authorities to ensure timely availability of ambulances to patients.
The main intention of this initiative is that there are many COVID positive patients who are not able to get any public transport to go to hospitals. Although we have ambulances, but sometimes these ambulances they are already busy and they are not able to reach on time. So to provide timely services to these people for going to hospitals, we have provided these auto ambulances. The service is that whenever there is a need for a patient from any area in the city to go to a hospital, if he is a COVID positive patient, he can call these auto ambulances and they'll immediately come to their home and deliver and get them to hospital free of cost.
The drivers of these ambulances are also given first aid training by doctors to educate them on what should be their first course of action in case of medical emergency. Local authorities have also rolled out emergency numbers in different cities for citizens to call their executives in case of emergencies. Initiatives like these have helped saving lives all around the country and in boosting up the fight against coronavirus.
The beauty of India lies in the fact that people of different faiths and ethnicities live here with complete brotherhood and harmony. An example showcasing this peaceful coexistence was recently witnessed in Gulmarg town of Jammu and Kashmir, where people from various faiths came together for the reopening ceremony of the historic Shiv temple.
Religious harmony has always been a key component of India's secular and multicultural framework. Examples of citizens helping each other in all kinds of big and small events are visible almost on a daily basis at many places in the country. Recently, locals of Gulmarg district joined hands with the Indian Army to renovate the old Shiv temple, which was reopened to public.
ये पूरा काम आप जो देख रहे हैं सब यहाँ के आवाम का ही करा हुआ है और हमने केवल थोड़ा उसमें मदद करी है और मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ पे जितने भी डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, चाहे वो GDA है, चाहे वो टूरिज़्म डिपार्टमेंट है, चाहे वो जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस है, चाहे गवर्नमेंट का और भी कोई वाटर डिपार्टमेंट PHE है, सब ने हमारी इस काम में बहुत मदद करी है। तो ये हमारा सबका एक मिला जुला प्रयास है ये।
This famous Shiv temple holds religious as well as historical importance for the people of Gulmarg district. This famous Shiv temple has also been featured in many Bollywood films, including 1947's blockbuster movie Aapki Kasam. The song Jai Jai Shiv Shankar was also filmed around this location. After the ceremony, a langar or community kitchen was also organized where people of all faiths sat together to collectively enjoy their meal.
यहाँ पे जो फंक्शन हो रही है इस मंदिर की, ये भाईचारा यहाँ पर हो रहा है। अल्लाह ताला ने मुसलमान को इसीलिए बनाया है कि हम एक हो जाए, हम एक ही बाप की औलाद से हैं।
Thousands of tourists who visit Gulmarg every year make sure to come and see this temple and offer their obeisance to Lord Shiva.
Now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
India's western state of Gujarat has turned vacant schools and hostels in rural areas into makeshift COVID-19 care centers amid rising cases of the pandemic ripping through the country's villages. Madhavnagar in the state has converted a girls' hostel and schools into care centers for non-critical coronavirus patients. One such center currently has 13 patients, with several of them aged 45 or above.
आज के दिन में यहाँ 13 पेशेंट अंडर ट्रीटमेंट है और वो भी जल्दी ठीक होके यहाँ से निकलेंगे। और सबसे बड़ी बात ये है, यहाँ पे 30 दिन में एक भी डेथ नहीं हुई है अभी तक। टोटल हमने 84 पेशेंट को ट्रीटमेंट दिया होगा। उसमें से काफ़ी सारे अपनी मर्जी से मतलब प्राइवेट में चले गए। काफ़ी 6-7 लोगों को यहाँ से हमने फिर रिफ़र किया और 52 पेशेंट को एकदम ठीक करके हमने यहाँ से घर पे भेजा है लोगों को।
An acute shortage of beds in hospitals in the cities prompted the conversion, especially for patients from rural areas where there is dearth of quarantine centers. To create awareness among people about coronavirus and the significance of lockdown in containing its spread, Hyderabad-based artist Rajan Kumar recently painted graffiti on the road. Reading "Stay home, if not, it will be at your home." Accompanied by the pictorial depiction of the virus, the graffiti has been painted at Khairtabad signal in the city with assistance from Hyderabad police.
लॉकडाउन का हम लोग काम करने का लास्ट ईयर ही सोचे थे, जुबली चेकपोस्ट में करेंगे बोलकर। जब वहाँ करेंगे बोल के PS में जाके परमिशन लिए फिर क्या हो गया, नहीं रोड में नहीं करना बोल के नहीं करने नहीं दिए। ठीक है बोल के फिर ये ईयर में अब फिर ACP सर बुला के ऐसा काम करना है बोले, तो ठीक है सर करेंगे।
The graffiti was completed in 7 hours by a team of 7 artists. The visual art is a depiction of coronavirus talking to people and asking them to stay at home, and if they will not do so, then virus will come to their homes. The graffiti also conveyed the message that how the police department is working day in and day out in the implementation of the lockdown.
Moving on. The religious differences are diluting with people across various faiths coming to forefront to help the needy amid this pandemic scenario. Working hand in hand with each other, they are setting up new definitions of love and brotherhood. The latest example was witnessed in Kolkata, where a Gurudwara committee is offering its services at a city mosque. Have a look.
Presenting a beautiful example of communal harmony, a Gurudwara committee in Kolkata city of West Bengal is serving humanity in association with City Sola Ana Mosque. By collaborating with the local NGO, namely IHA Foundation, Gurudwara Behala Committee has started free oxygen service in the premises of a mosque. When patients come to the camp, doctors and medical staff check their oxygen saturation level and provide them with oxygen support accordingly. No matter which caste or community the patients belong to, they can take any of the available services. Earlier, the camp was organized only at Gurudwara Behala, but then committee members started providing their services at the religious sites of other communities as well.
इस बार जो सेकेंड वेव हुआ उसमें जो स्केर्सिटी है वो ऑक्सीजन, तो हम लोग ने IHA फाउंडेशन के द्वारा गुरुद्वारा बेहाला की सपोर्ट से एक फ्री ऑक्सीजन लंगर सेवा स्टार्ट की गुरुद्वारा बेहाला में, जो कि आज 22 दिन हो गए वहाँ पर चल रही है। हम लोग ने पहले उसको इस्टेब्लिश किया, फिर हमने सोचा कि अब वो इस्टेब्लिश हो गया, क्यों नहीं हम लोग और जगह जाएं। तो आज संडे के रोज़ हम लोग ने लिलन सेरेमनी में जो चर्च है वहाँ पर आर्च डायसिस के साथ हम लोग ने एक कैंप किया। उसके बाद आज 16 आना मस्जिद कमेटी जो है उनके साथ IHA फाउंडेशन ने जॉइंटली आज ये कैंप स्टार्ट किया है, जहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स हैं, जहाँ पर मेडिकल स्टाफ है, मेडिकल स्टाफ की सुपरविजन में यहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन दिया जाए जिनको आवश्यकता है। ये 9 से 9 AM to 9 PM खुला रहेगा, फ्री एकदम ऑक्सीजन।
Along with oxygen support, a number of other services are also provided at the camp, like consultation of specialist doctors, free medicines, and oxygen refilling. The priority of both the Gurudwara as well as the mosque committee is to save lives and help the country win the battle against the virus.
हम सब एक दोस्त भाई भाई हैं, इसमें कोई जात बिरादरी नहीं। अगर एक साथ मिलकर हम लोग अलग अलग काम करते हैं तो ये जो है पेंडेमिक जहाँ साल भर जाने का 1 महीना में ये ख़त्म हो जाएगा। और ये मस्जिद में हमारे ऐसे बात बहुत सारे हमारे गैर कौम भाई भी आते हैं, सब आते हैं, दुआ के लिए आते हैं, हर चीज़ के लिए आते हैं, हम लोग भी वहाँ जाते हैं। यही तो असल हमारा हिंदुस्तान का नाम यही भाईचारगी। किसी बागीचा, इसकी मिसाल किसी बागीचा में 1 फुट रखने से वो बागीचा खूबसूरत नहीं होती है। बागीचा में जब अलग अलग फूल रहता है, सनफ्लावर रहता है, गेंदा रहता है, अलग कमर रहता है, अलग अलग फूल रहता है, वो बागीचा और खूबसूरत। ये हिंदुस्तान का, ये बंगाल की ही खूबसूरती है। जब हर जात का, हर बिरादरी का जब रहते हैं तो वो बंगाल और खूबसूरती हो जाती है। इसी का नाम है हिंदुस्तान।
Ever since the country has been hit by the second coronavirus wave, Gurudwara Behala and IHA Foundation are providing free medical assistance to COVID-19 patients, free medicine and free refilling of oxygen cylinders. Till date, they have served more than 550 families. And now, by collaborating with the authorities of other holy sites, they are not just serving the needy, but are also promoting brotherhood and religious unification at the same time.
Moving on, the government schemes in India are changing the fortunes of people by providing them with financial assistance to set up their own units or businesses. Daisy Jan, one of the beneficiaries from Jammu and Kashmir's Shopia district, is today successfully running an embroidery unit and is inspiring many to achieve their dreams. So today, let's take you to meet this young woman whose hard work has earned her the title of Embroidery Lady of Shopia.
Giving a refreshing look to the dull and boring clothes with her embroidery, this is what Daisy Jan has been doing for the past 6 years. A resident of Shopia's Bohri Halan village, Jan has now finally set up an embroidery unit at her residence. Though she wanted to open it long before but did not have enough money to do so. But this didn't dampen her spirit and she decided to approach the Department of Handicrafts and Handloom. The department not just encouraged her but even gave wings to her dreams by providing her a financial assistance of Rs 1.80 lakh under the government's Artisans Credit Card and Weavers Scheme. The amount helped her to buy the raw material and generate employment for herself.
छह साल हो गए मुझे काम कर अब मैं डिपार्टमेंट पे गया, वहाँ हैंडीक्राफ्ट डिपार्टमेंट, उसने मुझे मदद किया है, पैसा दे दिया 1,80,000। मैंने तो कपड़े लाया और मैंने ये तिला विला लगाया इसमें फैरन में। मैंने बोला चलो मैं अपना रोजगार कमाऊंगी।
Though Daisy Jan does embroidery on ladies' apparels as well, but her embroidered ferns are quite popular. She says that such Kashmiri ferns are in demand all over the world and tourists love purchasing them, especially the ones with tilla work. In such an embroidery work, gold and silver imitation threads are delicately tied by needle point over the fabric to create lovely designs.
पहाड़ों से भी आता है, बोल रहा है हमें ये दे दो, वो दे दो, ये कश्मीर के हाथों से बना हुआ है, ये तो बहुत अच्छा होता है, हमें भी देना पड़ेगा आपको। कोई आता है मुझे, मैं देती हूँ उनको। रजौरी से आता है कोई, बोल रहा है मुझे लगा कर दे दो, मैं देती हूँ उसको लगा कर।
The authorities in Jammu and Kashmir have been constantly making efforts to encourage the local artists, be it weavers or embroiderers, along with giving boost to the sale of handicraft and handloom products in their territory. With the help of several central government schemes, they are even ensuring that every deserving artist gets the required financial assistance, and Daisy Jan is one among the beneficiaries.
एक्चुअली ये तो वहाँ पे हमारे ऑफिस में आई है, उसने सुना था कि यहाँ पे आर्ट्स एंड क्रेडिट कार्ड एंड वीवर्स के नाम से एक स्कीम चल रही है, तो ये वहाँ पे आई है। उसने वहाँ पे हमारा एक प्रोसीजर होता है, वो होता है कि वहाँ पे इनको पहले रजिस्ट्रेशन करनी पड़ती है डिपार्टमेंट से। उसने पहले ही रजिस्ट्रेशन की थी, ये काम जानती थी और अब उसको पैसे की ज़रूरत थी वहाँ पे। तो हम वहाँ पे स्पॉन्सरशिप करते हैं, बैंक को भेजते हैं वहाँ पे केस, तो वहाँ पे उसने अप्लाई किया है। ऑलरेडी उसने आर्ट्स एंड क्रेडिट कार्ड जो वहाँ पे लिया था, तो उसकी वजह से वहाँ पे ज़रूरी जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स होते हैं तो उसने वहाँ पे अप्लाई किया है। हमने विदाउट टेकिंग एनी टाइम कि वहाँ पे हमने उन कागजात की जो जांच पड़ताल की है, उसके बाद हमने यहाँ पे इंस्पेक्शन किया है। हमने ये देखा कि वाकई ये काम जानती है नहीं जानती, तो हम यहाँ पे आए, हमने देखा ये गरीब इलाका है, तो उसका ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करना चलना चाहिए।
Popularly known as Kashida embroidery, Kashmiri embroidery is one of the most ancient and a traditional type of influencing art. Its cultural essence is defined through the medium of thread work and designs developed over time with the influence of various cultures from the Moors to Persians, Turks and beyond. Today, besides generating employment, people like Daisy Jan are also playing an important role in keeping this rich legacy of Kashmir alive.
Next, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section World in Focus.
Itamoro Onsen in Nasu Shiobara city is famous tourist destination with hot springs and picturesque views. The area has a number of hotels. Due to coronavirus, few tourists are coming to this city. However, some visitors are coming here for remote working. Rei Oshie is a web designer. She is staying in the hotel where she is doing her office work without going to her office building in a much refreshed environment. This kind of lifestyle is called workation. The work combines work and vacation.
今回初めてワーケーションの、旅に来てみたんですけども、板室温泉を選んだのは東京から距離が近くて、だいたい電車で1時間ちょっとぐらいで来れるっていうことと、あともすごく自然が豊かだっていうのを聞いていて、で、来てみたらどうかなっていう話を伺ったので、今回来てみたというところですね。 来てみたらとても静かなお部屋の中で集中して仕事もできるし、逆に外窓開けると川の流れが聞こえてきたり、すごく自然を感じながらも仕事できるし、ちょっと休憩とかもできるので、いいじゃないっていうふうに感じています。
The Travel Association of Nasu Shiobara is preparing to welcome customers by taking measures against the coronavirus.
那須塩原市では PCR 検査を導入してですね、ウェルカムでお客様にお越しいただける方に安心安全を提供するということで、市長をはじめですね、宿の人たちが協議をして、10月1日からですね PCR 検査を実施しております。月1回から2回、まずは安心安全の確認を従業員ともども検査を受けております。
Japan is famous for concept of long working hours. However, the pandemic situation has positively contributed to reduce stress among employees and raise their productivity by concepts like working vacation. Russia's brightest students were rewarded for their scholarly achievements with their first Vienna Ball in Moscow, in a throwback to a bygone era of imperial splendor. The glitzy ball is back for the first time in 2 years after being cancelled last year due to coronavirus fears.
В 2003 году провели первый Венский бал в Москве и заложили таким образом традицию. И Венский бал в Москве сейчас самый крупный, самый большой Венский бал вне Австрии.
As per tradition, the event was opened by debutantes with 100 young couples aged between 18 to 26, all of whom had either graduated with honor from their schools or received university accolades. Good grades are not the only prerequisite for an invite at the ball. Young hopefuls must undergo an elimination process to make it to dance floor in gowns and black tails. Austria's ball tradition is proving a popular export, with Viennese balls also established in cities such as Johannesburg and New York. An elderly elephant at Hamburg Zoo will predict the winner of the European Championship match between Germany and France one day before the game on June 15. 41-year-old Yashoda, assisted by other elephants, will remove the winning country's national flag from a silver box one day before the German team plays a match. If Yashoda removes both flags from the box, the game will end in a tie, according to Hagenbeck Zoo. Hamburg's soccer oracle was born in the Indian jungle and lost track of her herd shortly after birth, according to German media reports, which also said Indian park rangers took the then baby elephant to the zoo of Mysore. In 1990, Yashoda, who weighs a hefty 3.8 tons and eats around 150 kg per day, arrived in Hamburg. UEFA's Euros 2020 will take place between 11 June and 11 July 2021 and kicks off with the match between Turkey and Italy in Rome. Gaming companies of Japan have achieved record sales last year. That is because people stayed at home due to the pandemic. As people stay indoors due to coronavirus, companies are presenting their games and devices as a way to beat the lockdown blues and remain socially distant through virtual reality. This youngster is doing exercises like running, jogging and push-ups. His coach is the electronic game while his parents play the role of fan. Sakuragi's family bought an electronic gaming device after the coronavirus pandemic, which is helping family members regain fitness as they are staying indoors in the midst of the pandemic.
私も結構今運動不足を感じてまして、年齢も上がってくるので何か運動したいなと思ってて、こう家で手軽にできるのってすごくいいなと思ってちょっと続けたいと思います。ジムもちょっと今怖いですよね。同じものを皆さんで使うっていうのが。で、家族だったらもう大丈夫だと思って消毒もしやすいですし、あと人の目も気にならないですね。いくらこうあってやってても。なのでジムよりかはこっちの方がコスト面でもいいかなと思います。安全面でもコスト面でも。
Other games enable families to have fun together. By connecting this device to the internet, children can play with their friends virtually and remotely. Electronic games are usually meant for recreation. But during the pandemic, it has also become a way to counter depression and boredom.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host, Karim Zimik, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.